Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of Adoptions from the Heart TV. I'm your host, Amanda Aliberti. We are going to be switching things up a little bit and kind of taking a step back from our normal routine of Adoptions from the Heart TV. With the recent events that have been going on with the Black Lives Matter movement, we felt that it was particularly important to kind of take a pause and really shine light to the conversations that are being had about race. Particularly within the adoption community, we wanted to make sure that we were doing our part. So we started by reaching out to our Black birth parents, and we are really excited to have them partake in our call today, that you wanted to be a part of this conversation and you wanted to really, dig into matters pertaining to race and almost become mentors to a lot of our adopting parents. So we were happy that you kind of started this to bridge the gap between adopting parents and birth parents. So I think oftentimes people respond to the conversation of race and transracial adoption with this idea that I'm colorblind. And they feel like when they say the term colorblind, they're doing a service to people around them. What is your viewpoint on that and the difference between, being colorblind versus embracing color? Go ahead, Sierra.
So personally, that the colorblind comment doesn't sit right with me, honestly, just because I know some people are like, I'm trying to be good. I'm trying to approach this in a positive way by saying, I don't see color. We don't want that. We don't want you to make us seem the exact same as you, per se, especially as a child growing up as a Black child growing up in a white household. Personally, this is all on me. I don't want my child to grow up thinking they're exactly the same and can do everything the same when we all know that's not the case. I don't want my child to go out and think, oh, because my brother and sister did this, or because my mom and dad did this is okay. I can just go and do this and it's not a problem. And then they get smacked with reality. And then what? And then there's that damage that somebody's going to have to clean up. And thankfully, with open adoption, he'll have all of his family there to help with that situation. But we don't want to put them there and they don't understand until it happens. So I understand when people are trying to be positive, saying that they're colorblind, but we don't want you guys to not see our color. We want you guys to see and respect it, but at least respect that there is a difference and that you're willing to learn the differences.
Yeah, and I think it's like a defense mechanism that white folks will say, I'm colorblind, I don't see color, because they're trying to break down that tension that's created. But I think from what you're saying, Sierra, is that you need to really think about your words, because you want your child to embrace their color and feel good about their color and to see that color exists.
Yeah.
I think people need to be more mindful of terminology they use. And I myself have corrected people like, well, my daughter is Black, but we're celebrating that. And we want Aaliyah to be happy and grow up happy that she is Black and celebrate that.
Samai, did you want to add to that?
What I would like for y'all to know is that, and understand, is that there's going to be labels and assumptions from both sides, from whites and Blacks, with you raising a Black child. There's going to be all these assumptions. There's a lot of assumptions that will be made, and just letting your child know that a lot of people, not just white people, will not understand your situation right now, especially as they get older and they have friends over. They might, they'll have Black friends that come over, and what goes on at their house may not go on at your house. How it might sound music wise, just how culturally African American people, like Black houses, we're loud. My son be upstairs, I'm not going upstairs, I'm yelling up there. It's just, and because they're going to be hit with so much, and just by y'all just being there and supporting them and literally holding their hands all the way through it will kind of curve a lot of those things that could possibly happen.
And I think we have to be so mindful, Samai, too. You mentioned that right now, our children, we have to acknowledge our white privilege, and our children are under that umbrella when they're young. The world will not know they have white parents when they're out there outside of our umbrella. And so we have to educate ourselves of what that looks like. Well, first I want to thank Samai, Sierra, and Asia. The first thing first, as a white person, I know I will never understand. I will never walk in my daughter's shoes. And so while a lot of times I feel like I came late to the game of social justice because it didn't affect me personally, it is not a time to be silent. It is not a time to pretend that I don't know. There's a lot I don't know. And to be a mother to a Black child, I need to do better, and I need to know more to do better. So I want to thank the three of you for being willing to come and really kind of speak into our lives too. It benefits not just me and my husband, but my boys and my daughter as well. So thank you first for doing that. I appreciate that.
Thank you so much, everyone. As you can see, these are really tough conversations, and there's still a lot left to be unpacked. Stay tuned as we continue this discussion on this season of Adoptions from the Heart TV.